Welcome to my channel where I teach the Bible. Hope you'll subscribe, hit the bell, give me thumbs up, make comments, help me get this out to more people. It helps the algorithm get it out. And I call this the parable of the sower producing a crop. And I hope you'll be blessed by this little message. What is supposed to happen when a farmer sows the seed for his wheat? What's supposed to happen? Well, the hope is that the seed lands in good soil without rock and in soil that it doesn't have a bunch of weeds, and that it grows. The point of planting is that the seed grow and produce a whole bunch of kernels or reproduce what was planted over and over again, reproduce a whole bunch more. That's what the farmer is looking for today, if he's a wheat farmer. And that's what the wheat farmer was looking for 2,000 years ago in the time of Christ. Hadn't changed. Farmers still want the same thing. They want to reproduce what they throw in the ground. Look at Matthew 13:8. That's what Jesus is talking about. He says, still other seed fell on good soil where it produced a crop, 160 or 30 times what was sown. So the farmer throws his wheat out and the seed, and it falls on good soil. Probably got the right amount of rain to maximize the production for his crop. We could use some of that rain in the San Joaquin Valley. We haven't had enough for 3 years, I think it is. So the seed produced a crop. Maybe it was 100 times what was sown, or maybe 60 times what was sown, maybe 30 times what was sown. But the seed multiplied itself. So the farmer expects a crop from planting his wheat. So what's the message for the kingdom? Okay, the message for the kingdom, Matthew 13:23. But the one who received the seed that fell on the good soil is the man who hears the word and understands it. He produces a crop yielding 100, 60, or 30 times what was sown. The man who receives the good seed on good soil is the man who hears the word of the kingdom. He understands the life of Christ that came and was attested to by miracles, wonders, and signs, the death of Christ to pay for his sin, and the bodily resurrection of Christ. And he understands coming to Christ in faith. And he yields a crop, maybe 160 or 30 times what was sown. Okay, well, what does that mean? Producing a crop is reproducing another Christ follower like himself, like you. It's the same as producing a kernel of wheat. You plant a kernel of wheat, and it reproduces maybe 160 or 30 times more kernels of wheat. You reproduce yourself. That's the idea. This is the guy who comes to Christ, then shares Christ with other people so that they come to Christ. He reproduces himself. In the 1970s, and I knew a guy when I was in Bible college who surfed most mornings. I went to Bible college about 30 miles from the Pacific Ocean, maybe less than that. And this guy goes surf every morning, and he would connect with other surfers. He'd get to know them, build a little bit of a relationship with them, and he'd lead them to Christ right there on the beach and baptize them right there. He did this all the time. Amazing. That's the idea. That's the idea. He was producing a crop. That's what Jesus is talking about, and he's calling all of us to that in some way. Lead other people to Christ. Reproduce yourself. That's the idea. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you again soon, and have a blessed day.